friends, it's time for vocabulary. Today on our daily work, it says, I will define my new 8 vocabulary words. Right now it says watch new vocabulary video. That's what you clicked on, and that's the video you're watching right now. But the next 2 directions say define 8 new words in our notebook and practice words using Wonders games and activities. So let's talk about this first one that we need to do. Define our new 8 words in our notebook. So grab your notebook, grab a piece of paper. Don't use your whiteboard. That's going to erase. You need your notebook or a piece of paper. At the very top, I want you to write vocabulary, Unit 2, Week 2. I'm going to be doing mine in a Word document. If you want to use a Word document, that's totally fine. I like to use my notebook because then it's right there in front of me, but maybe you want to use a Word document like mine, totally fine. I'm going to write at the top, vocabulary, Unit 2, Week 2. All right. Next, I'm going to press enter 2 times. So I'm ready for my first vocabulary word. Now, where are you going to get that? Well, there's 2 different places. One place you can look is in your packet, but the second place is going to be a lot more helpful, and I'll show you how to get to that now. You're going to go to your online website and scroll on down to where it says Clever. Our green check mark is Clever. Click on the yellow button underneath. Once you log in, you'll have to sign in with Google. Click on your email address. It should log in for you nice, quick, and in a hurry. Then we need to click on our McGraw-Hill. Wait for a couple more moments. Then we got to scroll down and find our Camel book. Once you find your Camel book, yours says launch. Mine looks a little bit different, but go ahead and click there on that Camel book. Once you get logged in, make sure you click on the Reynolds Reading and you're in the right class. Then I want you to go over here where it says Words to Know. Words to Know. This first section is not going to have all of our words, so I want you to just go on this right side where it says Unit 2, Week 2, Key Vocabulary. When you click on it, a new window should open that now has your 8 vocabulary words. Now, I want you guys to be able to do this on your own this week, seeing as last week we did half of it together and half on your own. Today, I'm only going to help you with one word, and I want you to do the rest by yourself. So our first word is arrived. In your notebook, write this down, A-R-R-I-V-E-D. I'm going to also be using it here, so A-R-R-I-V-E-D is my vocabulary word. I'm going to put a little dash here to write the definition. On your notebook, you might be writing something similar. Go back down to my internet and open up the word arrived. Once I click on arrived, I will see a definition or an example. The example says, Aunt Sophie was so happy when she arrived at her house. When we arrived at her house. When I click up here where it says routine, it will show me the definition. If you arrived, you got where you were going. The example was Aunt Sophie was so happy when we arrived at her house. You can even ask yourself, what do you do after you arrive at school? I usually put all my stuff away and take a breath because usually I'm lugging in a bunch of stuff. So right here is my definition, when you got to where you are going. So I'm going to go back down to my Word document, or maybe you're using your notebook, and I'm going to do when you get to where you are going. There's my definition. Next, I'll put number 2. My second word here is, back to my home. Second word is immigrated. We know this whole section is all about immigration, people moving from one place to another. So your next word is immigrate. You're going to go into your notebook or your Word document, write down immigrated, dash, and put down your definition. Make sure you do all 8 of these words so that you know them for tomorrow and Thursday and our test on Friday. Once you're done, you can close it out and go back to our website and click X. The next thing we need to do on our Wednesday, for some reason it logged me out. Let me log myself back in to my Google Doc. I hate when that happens. There we go. So the next thing I need to do for my definition, since I have done my video and I've defined my 8 words, I know you might not be done yet. That's okay. That's all right. Don't freak out. You can pause it or just keep going, is you're going to need to practice using your Wonders games. This link here is just going to Clever. If you already have Clever open, you're good to go. Just press here where it says games. Here you're going to see a couple vocabulary games. The first one is for grammar. The second one is for our phonics. We did these 2 earlier today. Now you're going to go down here and scroll down and scroll over, and you'll see our 2 vocabulary games, Vocabulary Practice Unit 2 and Build Vocabulary Activity. Practice both of these. Make sure you're feeling good with your words. Exit out, and you're done and ready to rock and roll. Please let me know if you need any help with vocabulary.